Hey, my name is Kenny with Grumpy Bushcraft. Today, this is an unusual video for me because I've seen two videos on it so far, and I thought they were really interesting. And one of the titles was "Does Bushcraft Suck?" And I thought that was an interesting topic because for me, bushcraft and camping and survival, they're all intermixed. They all have they're kind of interweaved together. And I thought it would be very interesting to kind of do a response video to that because my thought process is a little bit different than most people's thought process of bushcraft and camping and survival. So, first, I want to start off. I've got some definitions here, and I want to read them off to you. These are all from the Webster's Dictionary. Bushcraft, skills needed to survive in the bush and by extension in any natural environment. Okay. Woodcraft, uh, uh, one definition I really liked is a skill and experience in a matter related to the woods, as in hunting, fishing, and camping. That was the first definition. One of the big things that I've got when I started really doing camping was just spending time with my father many years ago, and then in subsequence going out and fishing up in Alaska when I was living up there, and I really had a great time doing it. That's when I really started getting into recreational camping, and when I bought Horace Kephardt's book, and one of the quotes that he had, which really kind of put me on the path of where I'm at today, is a man who goes afoot, prepared to camp anywhere and in any weather, is the most independent fellow on earth. Okay? So I kind of took that and I was like, wow, I want to be independent. So I started reading more books, Morris Grahansky's Bushcraft book. George Washington Sears, also known as Nesmic, read his book. And I read the Boy Scout manual. Then I also read the survival manual for the United States military, for the Army. And those all had a lot of common things in them that would make life in the wilderness or in an environment more comfortable. Okay. Horace Kephart, if you have had a chance to read his book, if not, definitely check it out, is really gearing toward the best equipment you can buy at that time. And if you look behind me, you'll see that I have a menagerie of a lot of different knives and a lot of different kit. And so for me, I don't think it's necessarily pitting bushcraft versus camping versus survival against each other. It should be, like I said earlier, it should be kind of a symbiosis that they all kind of interweave together. All right. So, of course, we're going to talk about knives first because everybody loves knives. All right. So, come out of frame here. I'm going to grab a couple different knives. Let's see here. We'll grab this one. And then we're going to grab this one. And we'll grab this one. All right, so as you see before you, I've got 4 different types of knives. I've got a saber grind, I've got a flat grind, I've got a Scandi grind, and I've got what they call a bushcraft. All right, I don't care about whose manufacturer is. If you know who they are, cool. If not, that's okay. What do all these tools have in common? They all cut stuff. All right, Horace Kephart, one of his biggest tools was the Kephart knife, which he designed. Which, if you look at this one here, this is what Patrick Rollins, this is what his take on it was. I really like this knife. It's one of my most used knives, and I really love it. All right. Then you have the Scandi grind, this is an LT Wright, and it's it's a great design knife. It functions, but each tool has a specific purpose, and so each knife will do its own thing. One of the other tools he mentions is an axe. Now, I'm going to grab a couple axes here. And lay them out for you. So this here is a, I think it's called the Boys Axe from Council Tools. Great axe, two-handle design, all right? And then you have a little tiny hatchet. Another one by Council Tools. And then you have the tomahawk, which if you read Kephardt's book, that's what he recommends, all right, is a tomahawk, right? I like the tomahawk mostly because if I'm going out to the woods and I'm surviving, if I have to replace this handle, I can do it fairly quickly on the fly. All right. Boom. Set all these off to the side. All right. Axes. Buck saws. All right. Okay, guys. All right. Another tool that he recommended was a saw. Okay. Here you have my pieces of my buck saw. Then I have my Baco Laplander. And then this is a pruning saw that I picked up at Home Depot. All right. Guess what they all do? They all process wood. You know, this one right here, I won at a raffle. This one right here, I bought off Amazon. This one here, I picked up at Home Depot. They all do the same thing. They all process wood. Okay? A lot of people, for some reason, just get bent around. Oh, you gotta have a Baco. Or you gotta have a silky saw. Or you gotta have this axe or that knife. Guys, don't get bent. Don't get bent around the axle about, you gotta have this thing. Go out and be independent. Learn your skills. Try new skills. Learn from other people. Take classes. Be right back. So shelter. I got a wax canvas tarp and I got a military issue tent. Guess what? They both keep the weather off of you. They keep rain, they keep snow. They keep the wind off of you if you set it up correctly. All right? Don't get bent around the axis about, oh, to be a true bushcrafter, you gotta have wax canvas. Oh, man, going out camping, you got to have the lightest tent. Guys, it's all about going out and having fun. If you get so caught up in the trends like I did, then it stops becoming fun and it starts becoming a money drain. So guys, does bushcraft suck? No, it can. You can spend a whole lot of money. Does camping suck? Yeah, you can spend a whole lot of money. Does survival suck? Well, if you're in that position and you are surviving, it most definitely sucks. But in my humble opinion, and what I try to teach my boys and what I try to teach the thought process of recreating is going out and spending time with family and with friends and being out in nature and unplugging, which is kind of a contradictory because you're watching this on YouTube, probably on your smartphone, and I'm recording this on my smartphone. But go out and unplug. Have some fun. Sit around a campfire, roast some marshmallows, roast some hot dogs, spend time with your family, spend time by yourself. Getting back to nature and learning different skills like making a tripod or making feather sticks with a knife, which I find very enjoyable because I'll come out here to the shop and I'll do it by myself for unknown reasons. Going out and setting up different tarp shelters. It's fun. It can be fun. So don't get bent around the axis, like I said earlier, about, oh, I'm a bushcrafter, or I'm a survivalist, I'm a camper. It's all the same thing. As I've shown, it doesn't really matter what kind of knife you have, what kind of axe you have, what kind of shelter you have. Go out and have fun. Whether you are bushcrafting or camping, or whether you're just going out and you're going to go do the AT. Go out and have fun. That is the whole thing about getting outside, is going out and having fun. Because if you're not having fun, why are we doing this anyway? Right? We're just going to sit around the house and watch YouTube videos and say, gee, I wish I could go do that. Get off the couch. Go do it.